Welcome back to the Daily Sip. Big event this weekend. The 2025 Sunflower River Blues and Gospel Festival is happening up in Clarksdale this weekend. The Clarksdale calls itself the birthplace of the blues, and in the heart of town, there's a museum keeping that history alive. So let's go take a look inside the Delta Blues Museum. The Delta Blues Museum sits inside a renovated freight depot, the first museum in the world devoted entirely to blues. Inside, you'll find relics of the music's greatest names.
We have a lot of artifacts from historic places where the blues happened, as well as from blues musicians. So our largest artifact is the Muddy Waters Cabin from Stovall Farms. We have a nice collection of John Lee Hooker guitars. We kind of cover most of the blues history here in our state, especially the Delta region.
The Delta region's connection to the blues runs deep, even to Chicago.
Everybody that went to Chicago, that is kind of known as the Chicago blues, they had their start in Mississippi, and then they found their fame by moving north to Chicago. So the roots of Chicago blues run deep to Mississippi.
Visitors can trace the lives of icons like Muddy Waters, John Lee Hooker, and Robert Johnson.
Legend has it that Robert Johnson sold his soul to the devil here in Clarksdale at the Crossroads. We at the Delta Blues Museum tend to think that he just really practiced a lot. But the Crossroads legend pops up throughout the history of the blues. This moniker was kind of assigned to Robert Johnson posthumously, so he never went around saying this about himself. But we do have the Crossroads here at Old Highway 61 and 49 that has a monument.
The museum draws travelers from around the globe.
We get visitors from all over the world and from all 50 states. And it is not uncommon for you to go through the gallery and it sounds like you're at the UN because of all the different languages that are being spoken. And just today we've had people from Italy and England that I've seen, and we could look at our guest book, and we usually have at least 35 foreign countries.
Founded in 1979, the museum also teaches the next generation of blues artists through its arts and education program.
We teach students of all ages how to sing and play the blues. And we employ 3 local musicians, John Holmes, Anthony Big A. Sherrard, and Lee Williams. And Lee and Anthony came through the program when it was in its early stages under the tutelage of Mr. Johnny Billington.
And some graduates have gone on to find fame.
Have you heard of Chris Stone Kingfish Ingram? He came through our program. There are a lot of local artists who perform in Clarksdale, who are from Clarksdale, and they also perform all over the world.
For Shelley Ritter, every display here is personal.
I'm very privileged to have known many of the people who are in the gallery, and that's how we were able to get some of their personal things to display. But it's just a real privilege to be able to honor these men and women in our gallery.
The Delta Blues Museum is open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5, and during festivals.